Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Wednesday, November 5th, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts. We're going to start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see the futures are trading up by nearly 12 points to around 2017 spot a quarter. So a pretty good little move higher this morning. Futures trading higher by 12 points at the moment. It looks like the rally, or the catalyst for the rally, is a Republican victory. It looks like the Republicans have taken control of the Senate. They also have the House, and that's a pretty big election day for the Republicans. So the markets are trading up on the news. I'm not sure we're going to get a lot of upside from here, so be a little bit careful with that. We also had the ADP job report out a little while ago. It looks like ADP reported 230,000 new jobs in the month of October. Again, we should start to see a little bit more in the job front simply because we are coming into the holiday season. Thanksgiving holiday is just a few weeks away, and then you have the Christmas holiday, which is in December. So we should start to see some seasonal holiday hiring take place, but we'll see how it goes. There are a lot of stocks to talk about. Let's get into the first one here today. We're going to talk about FEYE, F-E-Y-E. The stock right now is trading at $28.77. It did trade down to $26.50 yesterday after the closing bell. I still think $26.50 is a decent support level. After that, you do have double bottom support at $25, but be careful with this one. It's a volatile stock. It can be a mover, but right now I'm still seeing some intraday support at $26.50. But again, it does come with a little bit of a higher risk play. But watch for a quick little bounce around that level. Let's take a look at TRIP, which is TripAdvisor. Stock right now is trading at $73.80. It closed at $83.79. So this is definitely a big miss. Stock is trading down sharply. I will have gap levels for this one in the chat room. They'll be posted at 9 o'clock in the morning. So come on over to the chat room, take a 7-day free trial, and you'll see everything that we're doing. But we will be looking to trade TripAdvisor this morning. I do have gap support levels for a buy on this one, and that level will be posted up in the chat room right around 9 o'clock this morning. Let's take a look at ZU, which is Zulily. The stock is trading at $31.50, closed at $35.96. So this is a pretty good decline. Now I'm trying to find a level for this, but this is basically a new issue. The stock debuted about the same time, November of last year, so it's only a year old. I don't have a lot of chart work to go off of right now. I will say this though, you do have a double bottom low around $28.75 if it does get down there. You could see last night after the closing bell it just pierced the $29 level. So $28.75 would be a level I would look for a quick bounce. Nothing to do before that though, so be careful with this one. Let's take a look at Nuskin. NUS is the ticker symbol. Stock is getting hammered this morning. Nuskin closed yesterday is trading right now at $39.70. It closed yesterday at $50.42. So this is a big beating. I do think the stock does have some support around this $39.50 level. Be very careful with it. It is a thin stock, meaning on most days it doesn't trade a million shares. Recently it has, but be very careful with this. But I am seeing a little bit of support around the $39.50 level for Nuskin. Let's take a look at AWAY. This is Away, HomeAway. Again, if you've ever seen the rental by owner website, this is the company that owns them. Stock is making a comeback. It did trade all the way down to $27, now trading at $31.85. So the stock has definitely come back. I will be looking at this intraday today. Right now I am seeing a fair amount of support around $26.50 if it does get down there. I also like a level around $24.40, so keep that on the radar if it does trade there. But right now this stock is making a comeback, and we'll have to look at it a little bit later in the chat room. Another stock that I think is worth looking at is SSYS. SSYS is the ticker symbol. This is a 3D printing company. I have levels for this one as well, but I'm going to post those up in the intraday stock chat. So again, if you want the levels on SSYS, come on over to the intraday stock chat. I'll give them to you there. Stock closed at $121.25, now trading at $114.44. So this is a pretty good decline on SSYS, and believe it or not, this is a big moving stock. When it gets going, it can move fast and furious in both directions. So be very, very careful trading this. On normal days, this stock really doesn't trade over 1 million shares. On sporadic days, it does. So remember, these stocks that trade less than 1 million shares a day, they can overshoot levels. So be very, very careful with this name. But I am seeing some levels that I would be interested in SSYS. And again, those will be posted up in the intraday stock chat a little bit later today. Let's take a look at Mondelez, MDLZ. This is a spin-off of Kraft Foods a while back. What you're going to see here is stock is trading at $37.10. Strong move up today. It's holding up pretty well. Closed at 35 bucks. You're going to hit some intraday resistance around 37.61. So keep that on the radar. After that, we'll give the stock the upside bias really to 40 bucks. That'll be the next major resistance level for Mondelez. Let's take a look at ATVI, which is Activision. And what you'll see here, the stock is trading at 21.10. The big resistance level for Activision right now is 21.83, 21.85, right in that vicinity. Believe it or not, you can short scalp it at that level. So again, remember, a scalp is nothing more than a day trade lasting between 10 and 60 minutes. I like to keep them between 10 and 30 minutes, but generally you can go a little bit longer once you're in the money. But Activision, watch resistance on this one, 21.83 right now. It is trading at 21.10. Let's take a look at Time Warner, TWX. You'll see the stock is trading at $77.60. It closed at $74.97. I'm seeing huge resistance around $79.75. So I don't know if it'll get up there today. It could, and if it does, watch for resistance there again, $79.75, right in that vicinity. Let's take a look at Toyota Motor. It looks like they upped their guidance, citing a weak Japanese yen as their catalyst. Let's see if this chart pops up here. There we go. Stock right now is trading at 121.19. It does have a lot of resistance around 122.50. So again, don't look for much more upside in Toyota past the 122.50. That should be where the stock stalls out. I don't know if I would short this one. I'm going to have to look at it during the trading hours, and then we'll make a decision on that. But again, if you want to see everything that we're doing, come on over to the intraday stock chat. Take a 7-day free trial. You'll see everything that we're doing, everything that we're playing. And again, we've been doing pretty well, and we hope to keep that going. And we've been hitting gap plays pretty often as well. So again, something to keep an eye on today. All of these names mentioned. Something else I want to talk about quickly is the coal stocks. So if you're taking a look at stocks like WLT, Walter Energy, this is a coal name. It's trading a little bit higher on a Republican victory. BTU, which is Peabody Energy, that is trading up a little bit as well, trading at 1060, closed at 1029. You may see some quick upticks in some of these coal names this morning, so keep that on the radar today. Coal names could catch a little bit of a bid. Arch Coal is another one there just mentioned. So again, coal stocks should do decent with the Republican victory. The one thing I want to say is I just don't know if there's going to be a lot of overall upside in the marketplace. I think a lot of the movement today in the market was already factored in. And again, you got a nice little pop this morning, but how much of it has been factored in? Everybody was looking for the Republicans to make a clean sweep, and they kind of done that. So, I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot more upside in the overall stock market indexes. All right, I want to talk about gold real quick. Gold futures right now are getting hammered, trading down about $22 to $1,145 an ounce. If we take a look at the GLD this morning, what you'll see here is GLD is trading at around 110. It can still go a little bit lower. I don't see a definitive bottom in for gold, but I will be looking for one. And that's something, if you don't have the research center or you're not part of the research center and in the money stocks, take a 7-day free trial to that, because I will be releasing my gold number pretty soon. And I do think gold is getting poised for a definitive low very, very shortly. Let's take a look at spot crude. Spot crude's trading up 32 cents today to $77.51. We're going to move over to the USO. It's a good way to trade light sweet crude, and you're going to see this is trading at $29.47. It closed at $29.30 yesterday. Again, you want to be careful with oil at the moment. It still is going to be choppy and rocky, and it did have a definitive break 2 days ago, so you want to be a little bit on the cautious side with oil. All right, real quick, futures check. Futures are trading up $11.50 at the moment. We'll see how they play out today. Again, we have a lot of earnings, a lot of stocks out here, and we'll see what the market gives us. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.